Learn and grow your thinking. Social Studies. Primary School Living Examination 6. We should follow the following steps for great results. Roman figure number 1. Read the question or problem. Roman figure number 2. Find the solutions to the question or problem. Roman figure number 3. Circle the letter of the correct answer for all the questions. 1. Which of the following ethnic groups in the motherlands of Africa, Botswana, still practices Bagwera and Bojel? A. Bagatla. B. Baralong. C. Bangwato. D. Bangwakits. The answer is A. Bagatla. Reason being, Bagatla is one of the ethnic groups in Botswana that still practices Bagwera, male initiation, and Bojel, female initiation, as part of their cultural heritage. 2. Which mode of transport is mostly used in the motherlands of Africa, Botswana? A. Air. B. Rail. C. Road. D. Water. The answer is C. Road. Reason being, road transport is the most widely used mode in Botswana due to the country's vast rural areas and relatively underdeveloped rail and air networks. 3. Which of the following foods is common among all the tribes in the motherlands of Africa, Botswana? A. Kekwenwe. B. Sorghum. C. Fane. D. Swi. The answer is B. Sorghum. Reason being, sorghum is a staple food across all tribes in Botswana, commonly used to make motogo, sorghum porridge. Use the picture shown below to answer question 4. A picture of man dragging a plowed implement with the help of 2 donkeys. 4. Which 2 elements of culture are shown in the picture? A. Dress and food. B. Dress and entertainment. C. Technology and food. D. Technology and dress. The answer is C. Technology and food. 5. Which of the following is a form of cooperation whereby people in a community help each other to do tasks? A. Mafisa. B. Mafado. C. Digafela. D. Molalitsa. The answer is D. Molalitsa. Reason being, Molalitsa is a traditional form of cooperation where community members help one another with tasks such as plowing or harvesting. 6. Which of the following roles is played by the House of Chiefs? A. To advise people on which political party to join. B. To guide the government on cultural issues. C. To build roads in the villages. D. To allocate land to people. The answer is B. To guide the government on cultural issues. Reason being, the House of Chiefs Entlo Yadikkosi advises the government on matters relating to culture and tradition. 7. Which ministry of government is responsible for keeping peace and order in the motherlands of Africa, Botswana? A. Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. B. Ministry of Minerals, Energy and Water Resources. C. Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry. D. Ministry of Defense, Justice and Security. The answer is D. Ministry of Defense, Justice and Security. Reason being, this ministry is responsible for maintaining peace, order, and internal security in Botswana. Use the diagram of the motherlands of Africa, Botswana coat of arms shown below to answer question 8. 8. Which of the following economic activities do the zebras represent on the coat of arms? A. Agriculture. B. Tourism. C. Trade. D. Sport. The answer is B. Tourism. Reason being, the zebras on the coat of arms represent the importance of wildlife, which is a major contributor to Botswana's tourism sector. 9. Which of the following is one of the causes of the Mfecane Wars? A. The arrival of the whites. B. Discovery of minerals. C. Population increase. D. Inter-ethnic conflicts. The answer is D. Inter-ethnic conflicts. Reason being, the Mfecane Wars were largely caused by inter-ethnic conflicts and competition for resources and power. 10. How did the Mfecane Wars affect Botswana socially? A. They lost their women. B. Their property was destroyed. C. Their land was taken by the Boers. D. They were more politically organized. The answer is B. Their property was destroyed. Reason being, socially, the Mfecane Wars led to destruction of property, displacement, and disruption of communities among Botswana. 11. Which of the following countries colonized the motherlands of Africa, Botswana? A. Germany. B. France. C. Britain. D. Italy. The answer is C. Britain. Reason being, Botswana was colonized by Britain and became the British Protectorate of Bechuanaland in 1885. 12. How did colonization affect Botswana? A. Their chieftainship was made strong. B. They learned how to read and write. C. Their traditional religion spread. D. They lost their language. The answer is B. They learned how to read and write. Reason being, one of the impacts of colonization was the introduction of formal education, which led many Botswana to acquire literacy skills. 13. Multi-party democracy is described as an electoral system whereby A. The head of state is the president. B. A country governs itself independently. C. Many political parties contest for elections. D. A country is ruled by a collection of different political parties. The answer is C. Many political parties contest for elections. Reason being, multi-party democracy allows multiple political parties to participate freely in elections, giving voters a choice. 14. How is the form of government in the motherlands of Africa, Botswana, different from that of Eswatini? A. In the motherlands of Africa, Botswana, any member of the royal family can be the head of state, whereas in Eswatini only the king is the head of state. B. The motherlands of Africa, Botswana allows different parties to freely participate in elections, whilst Eswatini allows only the ruling party to participate. C. Botswana allows all citizens to participate in elections, but in Eswatini only males elect leaders. D. Botswana practices monarchy whilst Eswatini is a totalitarian state. The answer is B. The motherlands of Africa, Botswana allows different parties to freely participate in elections, whilst Eswatini allows only the ruling party to participate. Reason being, Botswana is a multi-party democracy, while Eswatini is an absolute monarchy with limited party participation. 15. How do political parties help to promote democracy in the motherlands of Africa, Botswana? A. By conducting primary elections before general elections. B. By encouraging cheating during elections. C. By observing the voting process. D. By boycotting by-elections. The answer is A. By conducting primary elections before general elections. Reason being, primary elections help select party candidates democratically, supporting free and fair elections. 16. What do the black and white colors in the motherlands of Africa, Botswana flag represent? A. Equality and unity between people. B. Rapid economic development. C. A safe and secure nation. D. A peaceful country. The answer is A. Equality and unity between people. Reason being, the black and white stripes on Botswana's flag represent harmony and equality between races. Use the diagram of a weather instrument below to answer question 17 to 19. A picture of a rain gauge. 17. What is the name of the weather instrument shown? Assumed image is a rain gauge. A. Anemometer. B. Rain gauge. C. Wind vane. D. Barometer. The answer is B. Rain gauge. Reason being, a rain gauge is used to measure the amount of rainfall. 18. Which unit of measure does the instrument use? A. Kilometers per hour. B. Percentage. C. Millimeters. D. Millibars. The answer is C. Millimeters. Reason being, rainfall is measured in millimeters. 19. Which of the following rules should be observed when using the weather instrument shown above? A. The person taking readings from the instrument should do so standing up. B. The opening on the instrument should be level with the ground surface. C. The outer case should be sunk into the ground to prevent evaporation. D. The instrument should be kept in a covered area. The answer is C. The outer case should be sunk into the ground to prevent evaporation. Reason being, sinking the outer case into the ground helps prevent evaporation and ensures accurate readings. 20. Which of the following institutions is primarily used for preserving and educating people about their past? A. The cinema. B. The church. C. The school. D. The museum. The answer is D. The museum. Reason being, museums preserve historical artifacts and educate the public about history and culture. 21. Which of the following practices helps to reduce the spread of HIV/AIDS infections? A. Circumcision. B. Polygamy. C. Sayandlo. D. Botsetsi. The answer is A. Circumcision. Reason being, medical male circumcision has been shown to reduce the risk of HIV transmission by lowering the chances of acquiring the virus during sexual activity. 22. How can children show support to their HIV/AIDS infected mother? A. By taking her to Tebalopal Testing Center. B. By telling neighbors about her HIV status. C. By encouraging her to donate blood. D. By offering her counseling. The answer is D. By offering her counseling. Reason being, providing emotional support and counseling helps reduce stigma and stress, improving the mental well-being of an HIV-positive mother. The chart below shows the weather in Kisumu for 1 week. Use it to answer question 23 to 26. 23. How was the weather on Thursday? A. It was windy. B. It was raining. C. It was too hot. D. It was cloudy. The answer is B. It was raining. Reason being, the chart shows rainy weather in all 3 parts of the day on Thursday. 24. If the type of weather in Kisumu continues for a long period of time, it will influence the vegetation to A. Be stunted. B. Be evergreen. C. Have fleshy leaves. D. Have long taproots. The answer is A. Be stunted. Reason being, prolonged rainy and cloudy weather limits sunlight, which can cause vegetation to become stunted. 25. What kind of clothes would one advise people visiting Kisumu to pack? A. Windbreaker jacket. B. Woolen jersey. C. Headscarf. D. Raincoat. The answer is D. Raincoat. Reason being, due to the frequent rainy weather shown, visitors should carry a raincoat. 26. On which days would a sunshine recorder show a 0 reading? A. Monday and Friday. B. Thursday and Friday. C. Monday and Thursday. D. Tuesday and Wednesday. The answer is C. Monday and Thursday. Reason being, a sunshine recorder would show 0 on days with no sun. Both Monday and Thursday show no sunny symbols. 27. Which of the following is an example of a Trans-Boundary Natural Resource Management (TBNRM)? A. Victoria Falls. B. Cuts Game Reserve. C. Mokolodi Nature Reserve. D. The Motherlands of Africa, Lesotho Highlands Water Scheme. The answer is A. Victoria Falls. Reason being, Victoria Falls lies on the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe, making it a shared natural resource. It is a clear example of a Trans-Boundary Natural Resource Management (TBNRM) area because both countries cooperate in managing tourism and environmental conservation in the area. 28. How does Trans-Boundary Natural Resource Management benefit countries economically? A. It leads to the creation of employment. B. It helps to reduce the spread of diseases. C. It enables countries to fight poaching as a team. D. It allows for easy movement of animals between the parks. The answer is A. It leads to the creation of employment. Reason being, TBNRM areas like Victoria Falls or the Khaza Transfrontier Park attract tourists and conservation projects. These activities create jobs in sectors like hospitality, guiding, conservation, and infrastructure development, boosting the economies of the countries involved. 29. Which of the following is a scheme which assists local industries with business management and marketing skills? A. Livestock Management and Infrastructure Development (LIMIT). B. The Motherlands of Africa, Botswana Development Cooperation (BDC). C. Local Procurement Program (LPP). D. Local Enterprise Agency (LE). The answer is D. Local Enterprise Agency (LE). Reason being, LE is a government agency in Botswana that supports small businesses. It offers business management training, marketing assistance, and mentorship to help local entrepreneurs grow and sustain their enterprises. 30. Program for Arable Agriculture Development (ISPAAD) helps farmers to A. Get grants to buy farming implements. B. Remove stumps from their fields. C. Market their farm products. D. Plow their fields. The answer is D. Plow their fields. Reason being, ISPAAD Integrated Support Program for Arable Agriculture Development, is a government program in Botswana that provides free or subsidized plowing services to farmers to encourage crop production and food security. Study the picture below showing a mode of transport to answer questions 31 to 33. A picture showing a man in a wooden boat. 31. Which form of transport is used in the picture? A. Wooden boat. B. Donkey cart. C. Engine boat. D. Ship. The answer is A. Wooden boat. Reason being, the image shows a simple boat made of wood, manually paddled. This is identified as a wooden boat, which is a traditional mode of water transport used in rural or riverine areas. 32. In which part of the motherlands of Africa, Botswana, is the human activity shown in the picture likely to be practiced? A. Southwest. B. Northwest. C. South. D. North. The answer is B. Northwest. Reason being, the northwest of Botswana, especially the Okavango Delta, is known for its extensive waterways. People in that region commonly use wooden boats in brackets, Makoro for fishing and transport due to the presence of rivers and swamps. 33. How does the form of transport shown in the picture affect the environment? A. The use of wooden paddles pollutes the water. B. The means of transport used causes noise pollution. C. The cutting of trees to make the form of transport increases soil erosion. D. The weight of the form of transport causes the water to flow over the riverbank. The answer is C. The cutting of trees to make the form of transport increases soil erosion. Reason being, wooden boats require trees for construction. Cutting down trees, especially near riverbanks, reduces vegetation cover, exposing the soil to wind and water erosion, which can degrade the environment. Read the statement below to answer question 34 and 35. Kago is a goat farmer. He has divided his farm into 3 paddocks. He rotates his goats in the 3 paddocks throughout the year. 34. Which type of farming is practiced by Kago? A. Irrigation farming. B. Pastoral farming. C. Arable farming. D. Mixed farming. The answer is B. Pastoral farming. Reason being, Kago is raising goats, which is a form of pastoral farming, the rearing of animals for food, trade, or other purposes. Since there is no mention of crop growing, this is not mixed or arable farming. 35. Why does Kago move his goats from one paddock to another? A. To reduce the spread of diseases. B. To improve the breed of his goats. C. To help his goats to multiply. D. To reduce soil erosion. The answer is A. To reduce the spread of diseases. Reason being, rotational grazing in brackets. Moving animals between paddocks helps reduce disease spread by preventing overgrazing, reducing parasite buildup in the soil, and giving grass time to recover. Use the information below to answer questions 36 to 38. In the 1980s, most Botswana men migrated to the motherlands of Africa, South Africa. They were employed in the mines in the motherlands of Africa, South Africa. They sent money home every month to support their families. 36. What type of migration is described above? A. Urban to urban. B. Urban to rural. C. International. D. Internal. The answer is C. International. Reason being, migration from Botswana to South Africa involves crossing a national border, so it is classified as international migration. 37. How did the motherlands of Africa, Botswana, benefit from the migration? A. It led to a rise in the value of the pula. B. It helped to increase the local market. C. It was a source of foreign exchange. D. It led to population increase. The answer is C. It was a source of foreign exchange. Reason being, migrants sent money in brackets, remittances back home in foreign currency, which brought foreign exchange into Botswana's economy, boosting household income and national reserves. 38. How did the migration affect population composition in the motherlands of Africa, Botswana? A. It helped to balance the population of men and women. B. It reduced the number of children under the age of 5. C. It led to a population with more able-bodied men. D. It led to a population with more women. The answer is D. It led to a population with more women. Reason being, since most men migrated to South Africa, Botswana was left with more women, children, and the elderly, changing the gender and age composition of the population. 39. How could landlocked countries deal with the problem of being landlocked? A. By maintaining good diplomatic relations with their neighbors. B. By removing borders between them and their neighbors. C. By withdrawing from international relations. D. By using their neighbors' ports by force. The answer is A. By maintaining good diplomatic relations with their neighbors. Reason being, landlocked countries need access to ports in neighboring coastal countries. Maintaining good diplomatic ties ensures they can use transport routes and ports peacefully and affordably. Use the map of southern Africa below to answer question 40 to 45. 40. Which country is labeled Q on the map? A. The motherlands of Africa, Mozambique. B. The motherlands of Africa, Zimbabwe. C. The motherlands of Africa, Zambia. D. The motherlands of Africa, Malawi. The answer is D. The motherlands of Africa, Malawi. Reason being, the country labeled Q on the map lies to the northeast of Zambia and to the northwest of Mozambique. This location corresponds to Malawi. Zimbabwe lies more south of that position, while Mozambique lies to the east. Therefore, Q is Malawi. 41. What is the location of Madagascar using lines of latitude and longitude? A. 26 degrees east, 43 degrees south, 52 degrees east, 44 degrees east. B. 13 degrees south, 26 degrees south, 44 degrees east, 52 degrees east. C. 13 degrees south, 44 degrees east, 26 degrees south, 52 degrees east. D. 44 degrees east, 52 degrees east, 13 degrees south, 26 degrees south. The answer is C. 13 degrees south, 44 degrees east, 26 degrees south, 52 degrees east. Reason being, the island of Madagascar lies approximately between 13 degrees south and 26 degrees south in brackets, latitude, and 44 degrees east and 52 degrees east in brackets, longitude. This matches option C. 42. What is the direction of the motherlands of Africa, Lesotho from Windhoek? A. Northeast. B. Southeast. C. Northwest. D. Southwest. The answer is B. Southeast. Reason being, from Windhoek in brackets, Namibia, to Lesotho, you move generally in a southeast direction on the map. 43. What will be the time in Luanda if it is 1700 hours in Antananarivo? A. 1500 hours. B. 1600 hours. C. 1800 hours. D. 1900 hours. The answer is A. 1500 hours. Reason being, Antananarivo in brackets, Madagascar is in UTC plus 3 time zone, while Luanda in brackets, Angola, is in UTC plus 1. The time difference is 2 hours behind. So, if it is 1700 hours in Antananarivo, it will be 1702 equals 1500 hours in Luanda. 44. Which of the following climatic regions in Africa is found between 30 degrees south and 35 degrees south? A. Desert. B. Tundra. C. Equatorial. D. Mediterranean. The answer is D. Mediterranean. Reason being, the Mediterranean climate in Africa is found between 30 degrees south and 35 degrees south, especially in the southwestern tip of the continent in brackets. For example, parts of South Africa near Cape Town. It features mild, wet winters and hot, dry summers. 45. Which of the following countries is landlocked? A. Country S. B. Country R. C. Country Q. D. Country P. The answer is C. Country Q. Reason being, from the previous correction, Country Q is Malawi, which is landlocked, meaning it has no direct access to the sea. The other countries in brackets, R, P, and S, are all coastal. 46. How do chain shops affect small businesses in the motherlands of Africa, Botswana? A. They train them on how to provide quality services. B. They sell them goods at discounted prices. C. They control their selling prices. D. They take away their business. The answer is D. They take away their business. Reason being, chain shops have more resources and buy in bulk, allowing them to sell goods at lower prices. This makes it hard for small businesses to compete, leading to loss of customers and profits. 47. Which of the following is a traditional duty of a chief? A. Declaring the plowing season. B. Chairing land board meetings. C. Chairing BDC meetings. D. Making laws. The answer is A. Declaring the plowing season. Reason being, traditionally, chiefs in brackets, Dikosi, had the role of organizing the agricultural calendar. Declaring the start of the plowing season was one of their key duties. 48. A traditional Kagotla is important because it is a place where A. The chief's relatives drink traditional beer. B. Political parties hold meetings. C. Village meetings are held. D. Bagwera takes place. The answer is C. Village meetings are held. Reason being, a Sikotla is a traditional meeting place where community members gather to discuss issues, resolve disputes, and hear announcements. It's central to village administration. 49. How can the impact of mining on the environment be reduced? A. By fencing all mining areas. B. By using underground mining methods only. C. By coming up with appropriate mining legislations. D. By undertaking mining activities far away from the settlements. The answer is C. By coming up with appropriate mining legislations. Reason being, Proper laws and regulations help to enforce environmental protection during and after mining operations. These include rehabilitation of mined areas and controlled waste disposal. The diagram below represents the structure of a traditional village. Use it to answer question 50. Z, Y, X, W. 50. Which of the following groups of people traditionally occupied the ward marked X? A. Chiefs' relatives. B. Commoners. C. Foreigners. D. Malapai. The answer is A. Chiefs' relatives. Reason being, in the structure of a traditional village, the central or innermost area, marked X, was traditionally occupied by the chief's family and close relatives. This was done for security, status, and ease of access to the Sikotla, which was also located centrally. The further outwards you go, the more the space was allocated to commoners, foreigners, and Malapai, those not closely related to the tribe. Z in brackets. Center. This is the village core, where you typically find the Sikotla in brackets. Traditional meeting place, the chief's compound, and central services like places of worship or community gatherings. It's the most secure and respected part of the village. Y in brackets. First ring around Z. This area was traditionally occupied by chiefs' relatives and other senior or high-status members of the tribe. Being close to the center showed status, trust, and proximity to leadership. X in brackets. Second outer ring. This was where commoners lived. These were the ordinary members of the tribe who were not closely related to the chief but were part of the main ethnic group. They formed the majority population. W outermost ring. This was reserved for foreigners, strangers, or Malapai, those from other tribes or those not directly under the chief's lineage. They were placed at the edge for security reasons and because they were still integrating into the community. So traditionally, the further from the center, the lower the social rank or integration into the tribe. 51. Which of the following is a product of diamond? A. Window panes. B. Jewelry. C. Pipes. D. Pots. The answer is B. Jewelry. Reason being, diamonds are mainly used in the making of jewelry such as rings, necklaces, and earrings due to their beauty and hardness. 52. How does mining benefit the economy of the motherlands of Africa, Botswana? A. It helps to reduce crime. B. It increases population. C. It creates employment. D. It reduces illiteracy. The answer is C. It creates employment. Reason being, mining provides jobs for many people, from engineers to laborers, helping to boost the economy and reduce unemployment in the country. Use the picture of a mining method shown below to answer questions 53. 53. Which mining method is shown in the picture? A. Panning. B. Shaft mining. C. Box cut mining. D. Open pit mining. The answer is B. Shaft mining. Reason being, the picture shows vertical shafts dug deep underground with horizontal tunnels to reach minerals. This is a clear representation of shaft mining, a method used to access deep-lying mineral deposits. 54. In which of the following towns in the motherlands of Africa, Botswana, is the method of mining shown used? A. Salib Fikwe. B. Lotlakane. C. Sua Town. D. Oripa. The answer is A. Salib Fikwe. Reason being, Salib Fikwe is known for shaft mining, especially for copper and nickel. The method shown in the picture, shaft mining, is used in towns like Salib Fikwe where minerals are found deep underground. 55. The method of mining shown is used when mineral deposits are A. Large. B. Deep. C. Of high quality. D. Near the surface. The answer is B. Deep. Reason being, shaft mining is used when mineral deposits are deep below the surface and cannot be accessed by surface mining methods. Use the text below to answer question 56 to 58. My name is Tebo. I am a Mokgatla. My husband Thatayawan is from Mon. I have a brother, Roni, who is married to Tisholo. Tisholo is from the Nguekets tribe. They were joined in marriage by magistrate and they are blessed with 2 children, Botho and Lone. 56. Which cultural concept is shown in the text? A. Cultural prejudice. B. Cultural tolerance. C. Cultural diversity. D. Cultural identity. The answer is C. Cultural diversity. Reason being, the text mentions people from different tribes and places in brackets. Mokgatla, Mon, Nguekets, showing a mixture of cultures coexisting, which represents cultural diversity. 57. The form of marriage between Rani and Tisholo is an example of A. Polygamous marriage. B. Customary marriage. C. Religious marriage. D. Civil marriage. The answer is B. Customary marriage. Reason being, the marriage was conducted by a magistrate and involves traditional elements, indicating a customary marriage which is common in many African cultures. 58. What is the relationship of Tebo to Botho and Lone? A. Aunt. B. Sister. C. Mother. D. Grandmother. The answer is A. Aunt. Reason being, Tebo is the sister of Roni, who is the father of Botho and Lone. Therefore, Tebo is their aunt. Use the diagram of a settlement shown below to answer questions 59 and 60. Linear settlement picture. 59. Which pattern of settlement is shown in the picture? A. Nucleated. B. Scattered. C. Isolated. D. Linear. The answer is D. Linear. Reason being, the settlement pattern shows houses arranged in a line, often along a road or river, which is typical of a linear settlement. 60. What is the advantage of the settlement pattern shown above? A. It allows for all the houses to have easy access to the road. B. It allows for easy provision of services by government. C. It provides for best use of land. D. It improves security for people. The answer is A. It allows for all the houses to have easy access to the road. Reason being, a linear settlement pattern makes it easy for all houses to access the main road, improving transportation and communication.